Hey! Hey guys, we're up here going up Pikes Peak. We just hit Santa Land, or
Oh, he turned around already.
the North Pole. We're up here. Kind of exciting, kind of slick.
We try to go to Pikes Peak and the roads are kind of like not allowing. Very steep, very slick. We actually come back down to Cave of the Winds here. We're just up on the top of this whole plateau here, the parking lot, and we're worshiping God. As this family in the Yukon comes in, we walk up to them and we start talking with them, and it was just a little neutral kind of conversation. And then we get in and we see this amazing overlook. And we want to get pictures. It's locked. God just gives us favor. The guy that's working here, the supervisor, just turns around and gives us full access to the best view.
Yeah.
We didn't even ask. He's like, you know what? I'll just do that. Let's just take you here because I want you to. I mean, it's just totally God. And so we're up there on this little plateau where they do this drop swing, and we get to just minister to him. We get to share the gospel. He's not religious, and we're like, well, yeah, either are we. No, but have you ever heard the gospel? Do you know what that is?
I don't think so. Okay. I mean, I guess it depends on. What you're calling a gospel.
Well, the gospel is what the Bible talks about what Christ did for us, and so that is defined as the gospel. The gospel is this: that we were created for relationship. Adam and Eve heard the footsteps of the Lord every single day. They walked in the garden with him, and they chose to actually separate by eating the fruit, right? And so that actually brought sin into all of us because they were the first.
Right.
And what happens then is we needed a way to reconcile. We needed a way for God to bring us back in and for us to still be holy.
Sure.
And we can't do that on our own. And so it says from before the foundations of the earth, Jesus was. And what's interesting too is that nothing was made that wasn't made through Christ. A lot of people say that there's all this, I'm a good person, or I need to do this, all this to outweigh this.
Right.
But there's only one way to God, and it's through Christ the Son. We talked and asked him, is this something you want to know more? Giving him the opportunity to do something with what now he's heard.
That's right.
And so we come back out after engaging with him a little bit further, and Russell ends up we come on him with that first family, and he's talking with them, and it's obvious that there is a kingdom mindset as far as how we engage. And so I don't even know where they're at spiritually or what was spoken of more than just praying over them afterwards.
It was just relationally. We got there and we started talking about where they're from. He's from Tampa, and just his family and their story. Sometimes it's not our job to shove it down their throat, but plant the seeds. So, we talked about what I was doing here, what all of us were doing here. He knew I was a minister. And then we had a great time of prayer. Josh joined us about that time, and we just began to pray that his family would come closer together. They needed to escape, but one of the main things he said was he felt he was under a lot of turmoil right there. He owns 2 businesses, so he was feeling stressed out. So they wanted to escape and go where nobody knew him. So they come all the way up here in the mountains of Colorado just to vacation and just spend time with one another. And we just wanted to bless that and encourage them and literally be able to pray over them that the Lord would bring his marriage, closer, bring time with his son closer, and bless their vacation. And he was super encouraged after that. Awesome. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. Bring heaven on earth. I think one key thing that the Lord has made very apparent is he's not necessarily looking for a building, but he's looking for an individual with a Joel 2 heart, wanting to live out an Acts 2 lifestyle. And I think that's amazing.